Hey guys, welcome back to another Super 6 predictions video. It's now game week 28 of the Premier League as there are 6 matches to go through. So before we start round 43, let's check out the midweek summary. A Man City win while draws between Watford, Swansea and QPR West Brom only got me 6 points. Also, the Southampton-Preston game was postponed due to a fire near the ground. Firefighters were there to tackle the blaze and hopefully all the residents living there made it out safely. I assume police were there as well to surround the area and prevent people from coming nearby. Plus, for all we know, that smoke could have already flown into St Mary's at some point, so it made sense to call it off due to health and safety reasons. However, I do feel for the Preston fans as well because they travelled such a long way for a midweek game. And for it to be called off, yes, it was an inconvenience for them, but it was entirely out of their control, so none of them could have done anything about it. I can imagine a large group of them were already in Southampton while others were still travelling down, but at least for them, the game will be rescheduled for another time. But anyway, let's start with the first game. A mid-table clash between two sides who are going into this game in pretty good form. Wolves got battered against Newcastle while Fulham battered Brighton by the exact same scoreline. Wolves are looking to make this a hat-trick of home wins, while Fulham are looking to make this a hat-trick of league wins. So there is a lot to play for. I feel this will be an even game for some reason. I won't go into it too much, but I'm just going to sit on the fence and go for a 1-1 draw. Luton really need points to get out of relegation and hope the other teams above them drop points. Both sides are looking to bounce back after recent defeats. Luton have lost 5 in a row. They need to turn this around, and they're going to have to find a way somewhere, because what I will say about Luton is I really like their pride and fight they have, because unlike Sheffield United and Burnley, Luton actually have that, and that character is what might keep them up in the league. Because what I will say about them as well is, when they played against Liverpool at Anfield, they were 1-0 up at half time, and they don't get enough credit for that. And I feel it could be a very similar case where they go 1-0 up at half time, but then in the second half, they completely drop off and capitulate. And I feel that will be the same here. So I'm going to side for Palace 2-1. Sheffield United really need to wake up and smell the coffee, because if they don't, they're doomed. Simple as that. They've got 11 games left to save their season. However, they're only 11 points away from safety. So performances and results will need to improve massively if they want any chance of staying up. This is the thing about them, right? I've noticed another pattern. They perform better away from home. Like, it's no coincidence when they beat Luton 3-1 at Kenilworth Road and then lost narrowly against Wolves at the Molineux. However, their home form in recent matches has been an absolute disgrace, and they'll need to bounce back from that 6-0 defeat against Arsenal. By the way, I said this to a mate at work. I went 7-0 Arsenal, and I was close. But again, I'll take it. I was only 1 goal off. But yeah, they put more of a fight away from home, when really it should be the other way around. But anyway, as for Bournemouth, they beat Burnley 2-0 on the weekend. They're sitting comfortably in mid-table for now, and this should be a winnable game for Bournemouth. I'll go as far by saying that Dominic Solanke to score a hat-trick. 3-0 Bournemouth. Can Arsenal continue their brilliant goal-scoring form? Yeah, I don't see why not. They're up against a side who lost 3 in a row before drawing at home against Chelsea, while Arsenal themselves have won 4 out of their last 5. So they're going into this in really good form with a lot of confidence, scoring goals for fun. I'm just wondering what antics Neal Maupay has up his sleeve this time, because one thing for sure is he won't turn up at the Emirates with his darts throw celebration. By the way, that's exactly what he did at Tottenham's ground. After he scored, he ran up to the camera and stole James Maddison's darts for a celebration. Yeah, but no, that won't be happening at the Emirates. He's going to find it very tough against Saliba and Gabriel at the back. Tony, I can say the same as well. He'll struggle too. And I see this being a very tough game for Brentford. So by the way, I wasn't brave enough. Before the Newcastle game, I wasn't brave enough with my prediction. I only went 1-0, and for some reason I thought it would be a very low scoring game. So I'm going to be braver here and say 4-0 Arsenal. Aston Villa must continue their good form with a win and cement their place in top 4. This will be Tottenham's first away game in just over a month since drawing 2-2 at Goodison Park against Everton. That's mad. Villa did play on Thursday against Ajax in the Conference League, which ended goalless. They're going into this game sharper, but I don't know how much that would physically affect them. Which is where I feel Tottenham have some advantage because, again, they had no midweek game, so they've had more time to prepare and recover after each session for this game. So point is, they're going into this game more fresh, but still, it's going to be a tough game for Spurs at Villa Park. Villa have leaked in goals lately, which is why I feel Tottenham will score. But, you know, it'll be good to see Ollie Watkins turn up with a goal or two. So I'll get straight into it. 2-1 Villa. This is by far the biggest game of round 43 in what could be a title deciding winning game. They're definitely up for it as they're going into this in really good form. They both claimed midweek victories against Copenhagen and Sparta Prague in European football. So they're pretty much on the same boat right now. However, I feel the slight disadvantage Liverpool have is their game was a day after Man City's, meaning they have less recovery time and prep to beat Pep. But anyway, this should be a very entertaining game. I'm expecting goals with a lot of end-to-end chances. However, from an Arsenal fan's perspective, a draw would be very ideal because that way, let's say Arsenal win and this game ends in a draw, that way Liverpool will end up level on points with us, except we'll still be top with a higher goal difference, which I hope will happen anyway. So I'm going to be biased here and go for a 2-2 draw. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this as well. So basically, when that game got postponed, the jackpot was reduced by 230,000 from 250 to just 20. I mean, that drop-off was mad. I mean, look, when a game on the app gets postponed and the money goes down, I get that, but not by that much. I mean, they could have at least brought it down to 100 or even 125, which is half of 250. But yeah, like 20k is a lot of money, but nowhere near 250. But anyway, those are my round 43 predictions locked in. Feel free to leave your scores in the comment section. Any likes and subscribers is much appreciated. Hope you liked the video and enjoy your weekend.